What's going on, believers? I got a possible play for you. I don't know how you feel about video games. I don't know how you feel about clearance games. Clearance games are where you have to take something from point A to point B to protect it. I don't know how you feel about NFTs. I'm assuming you feel pretty good, but I got one for you. And it's coming out with a 1 trillion supply. The max amount that you can store in one wallet is going to be 2%. There'll be a 10% tax. They're going to start because this is an up-and-coming team with a 2 ETH liquidity, but they are focused on a game. What is this called? Rubble Inu. And if you know, you know. It's not financial advice, but I'm always right. Everybody's getting sideways. All right, guys, this is a paid endorsement. Do your own research. Invest accordingly. Rubble Inu. Rubble Inu is an English bulldog pup and the construction pup of the Paw Patrol. His main color is yellow. His truck looks like a bulldozer, modified with drills and other construction tools. In Pups Get a Rubble, it is revealed that Rubble is the youngest member of the Paw Patrol. Rubble is an ERC-20 project, and their focus, by the way, is very simple, standard in this industry. They're going to get a launch, they're going to get a listing, they're going to get DEX tools trending, they're looking for 800 at least hodlers in a short period of time, then they want to get up to 1,500 hodlers. They're setting their goals pretty low, and they want to pull out an NFT game. It's a clearance game. It's a game where Rubble has to take you to safety. So they're very simple about this. There's a 10% buy and sell tax, 5% going to marketing, 3% to development, 2% to competition. Now, the sell tax is back into auto liquidity, redistribution, and rescue. So only when you sell is there a reflection in redistribution going back. So the max wallet size is going to be 20 billion with a supply of 1 trillion. Now, the points of note is that their goal is for a fair launch. The team, I am told, will not have tokens. They are going to buy at the start like everyone else. The contract is being audited. Liquidity pool will be locked and renounced. There is, by the way, an RPG game that will come into development. But it's going to be down the road. The first game up is just going to be the clearance game. Then they have a CoinGecko coin market cap listing. So it should be a pretty decent opportunity. Now, these guys are some young guys. They don't have a lot of launch money. So there's going to be a 2 Ethereum liquidity lock when this starts off. The tax, again, is going to be 10%. There will be reflections, redistribution, and I forgot to mention, I was told this. I don't have a whole lot of details on it because they are still in the formulative planning stages of it, but there will also be a raffle of some sort, and there will be 8,000 unique rescue dogs. Now, I know what you're thinking. I'm thinking it too, but I've also been told that they will work on a rebranding very, very quickly so that they are in compliance, and this will kind of fade away so that we're not seeing what we're seeing right now. So, and that's pretty standard for the Disney Nickelodeon type tokens that are coming out right now. They're making the big move in. They're using the placeholder for a weekend or two, and then they're creating their own art. All right, guys, Rubble is from an upstart group of young developers. They have a marketing plan to bring a lot of different Paw Patrol type characters to the market and to run them through their NFT game. That sounds pretty intriguing. They are developing their own models, their own designs. This is not just some copy and paste stuff, although we did see it over the week. We don't want to see that when we're looking at the website, but we'll see it for a couple more days. Once the launch takes place on February 22nd, then we'll start to see some positive momentum moving to the upside because it's a fair launch, which you rarely get anymore. You're starting to look at a lot of pre-sale stuff like that. We're getting a fair launch, and the team has no tokens. They are not going to be holding tokens when there's a buy-in. Now, the first thing that we, as investors, must do is our own research. So when that contract deploys, when that contract launches, then the first thing that it is incumbent upon you to do is take that contract, look it through Token Sniffer before you make that big move. Once you make that move and you get the answer that you are seeking as to whether liquidity is locked, whether or not there are big wallets that are secretly being held. Once you've answered all of your questions, then you are free to invest at your own free will. And if this plays out the way that it could play out, this might be a little gem. If these guys are serious about what they told me in private, and what they told me in private is they want to be one of the top dogs in the space. And they want to be focused on a younger audience. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. This is not financial advice. Make sure that you take your profits. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose. And don't just stare at the charts. Go out, get some fresh air, and do stuff. Oh yeah, and I'm always right.
I'm looking for the good life, sitting on top of the world. I wanna be shining like diamonds and pearls. I want you to